I wasn't afraid of hurting your feelings. These are the honest truths I would tell you about going to Disneyland on a budget. I'm going to impart some hard truths to save you some heartache and tears. The next brutally honest truth, if you are going on a budget, is that you are not going to be able to experience everything. Honestly, even if you had all the money in the world, that can't stop a refurbishment or rides being down. Those two things, that doesn't matter how much money you have, if something happens with those two things, nobody's going on that ride. However, when you're on a budget, even more so. Again, not paying for Lightning Lane, you're only going to be able to get so many rides in the day. There are so many rides even just in Disneyland alone. I think I counted like 28, 29. So excluding all of the transportation, monorail, train, etc., 29 attractions. If you waited 10 minutes a piece in each of them, you are still going to be spending almost 5 hours in line, and you know all those aren't going to be 10 minutes. After a certain point, you're going to be probably waiting at least 15 minutes for a lot of them. Some of them you may average out and get a walk on, but for the most part, like, let's assume at a minimum you're probably going to be waiting 5 hours in line if you try to hit all the rides. So if you go from 8 a.m. to midnight, if they're open that long, you're spending at least 25% of your time in a ride line. That doesn't count going to the bathroom, getting food, the ride time itself. Now imagine if you were also trying to go to California Adventure and add all those attractions. You would spend your entire time waiting in line if you thought you were going to do everything. So building off of that, you need to pick your priorities. You need to prioritize things, and the number that I'm going to tell you is going to seem low, but I'm going to say like 5 top priorities. Those are the things that are most important to your group, whether it be going on a ride, whether it be going to like Olga's Cantina or like a specific restaurant or seeing World of Color, anything like that. Pick 5 of them. Pick that. That is probably the number that I would go with. Those are the things that you focus on, and everything else is just a bonus. If you have those as your focus, this is going to relieve a whole lot of pressure, and it's going to make it a lot easier to go through your day because those are your main focus and everything else is just a bonus.